everyone. So today we're going to talk about charcuterie. And first I'm going to use my electric pop and stir. I should have unplugged this already. So the electric pop and stir, it makes candied nuts or popcorn. We're not going to do the popcorn right now, so we don't need the top piece. But if you were doing popcorn, you would put your kernels with your oil and your flavorings, pop the lid on and set it to pop. And in a few minutes, you would have popcorn. Because this rotates around and keeps it stirred up, which is exactly what's going to happen with our nuts. So we are going to do, and I thought I had some almonds, but we're back to our pecan halves again because I couldn't find the almonds. So we're going to put a cup of nuts in here. And this can be doing while I'm doing the other things. I'll leave that there for right now. Alright, and it says to do this. Can you get me the sugar? I forgot the sugar. Do this in the order it says. So we need a half a cup of sugar. This is our stainless steel cup measure, and it has all the different measurements on the side, the 1/4, 1/3, half, 3/4, 2/3. We're gonna do half a cup of sugar. And it doesn't specify brown sugar for this recipe, so I'm gonna go ahead and do white. I'm thinking I did that before. Just a little bit more here. And this is just your standard candied nut recipe. I may tweak it just a little bit though. Okay, so we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of water. You don't have to use bottled water. I keep a bottle of water on my counter, guys, because I do sourdough bread making and I do use filtered water for it. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of water. I almost thought that was a little much there. Half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm just going to wipe this water out. This is our Korenji cinnamon. You know, this is seasonal for this time of year, limited. It goes away December 31st. Sometimes you might find it in outlet after that if they've got some left. A lot of times it sells out. Okay, half a tablespoon. No, teaspoon. So it's probably about right for that. Get all that out. We're going to put some vanilla extract. We want a whole teaspoon of that. And this is our double strength Madagascar bourbon vanilla. This stuff is so yummy, y'all. And I swear I think that could use just a little bit more cinnamon. So I'm going to do that. You could use a lot of our different spices. There's the honey sriracha, the savory maple. But I'm going to put just a little bit of cayenne, so we have sweet and spicy here. And I'm not even using the 1/4 of a teaspoon here. Well, maybe just a little bit more. All right. We're going to plug this in. And we're going to turn it to nuts. And it's going to turn just like that while I'm over here doing my thing. And you do have to kind of keep stirring it a little bit so that it don't go off the edges because they bunch up. I think it says maybe 8 or 9 minutes for this. Yep, we got a pecan overboard. I wasn't thinking I should have got my daughter in here to do this while I did the rest of the stuff. This will go until the nuts get sandy. You can see that this mixture is already pretty well dissolving together and everything. Okay. So we may have to do this a little different than I thought. My husband's been behind the camera. I may have to have him watching to make sure my pecans don't go overboard while I do this. Pull this over here. Okay. So this is our bamboo charcuterie board. And I purchased this just thinking that this would be great for the holiday get-togethers, Thanksgiving, Christmas, football Sunday, girls' night in. I even think this would be good for breakfast. It's only the 3 of us in our house, but sometimes we have our 2 grandsons over. So if we have more, or like at the holidays, everybody comes over Christmas morning, you could easily turn this, you could either use it with the compartment sides or turn it over and like maybe put some pancakes on one side, some waffles, do some egg bites and throw some bacon and sausage, however you want to do it. I'm trying to think, do I want to use I think I'm going to use the compartment side. But it also comes with this little, I guess a dip tray. It's ceramic. It's pretty sturdy. So you could fit that in the middle between the 2. I'm going to do that from now. I'm actually going to put it on I'm going to put it in the middle. And we will see, I don't know if you can see me there. I'm going to turn this down. How this goes. So the first thing I'm going to show you, we're going to make salami and pepperoni roses. If I can get it open here. There we go. I don't know if you've ever been shown this before, but basically what you do is you take a wine glass, and you could probably use our 1-cup prep bowls too, but you just fold your salami over around the wine glass. And bend that in. And you just keep going all around, because the more of the meat that you put on it, the more it makes the petals. I went to Aldi yesterday. If you're going to do charcuterie, guys, I would say Aldi or Sam's Club is a great place to go and get all kinds of odds and end things for your charcuterie board. But I have to say, Food Line has been stepping their game up since they remodeled. They've got, I'm going to put this over here on the board and do it. And you just lift your wine glass out and you have a pretty rose just like that. I'm going to show you again with some pepperonis, because I have a feeling in my household the pepperonis are going to go before the salamis are. So this will be a tinier one because pepperonis are tiny. I should have maybe got the sandwich slice pepperoni. You know, I think I'm not going to do another roast just for that reason. So what I'm going to do is just try to overlap our pepperonis here on the other side. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. Everybody is going to put on their charcuterie board what they like and what their family eats. And I like to sometimes do it seasonal. I did want a party showing how to do the charcuterie last year in the springtime. And for nuts, I got some of those Jordan almonds that are in the pink, purple, yellow, and white colors, mint green even. I thought they looked like little Easter eggs nestled in amongst the thing. So this time we're doing our spice nuts. And I got some little cookies over here that are shaped like, they're kind of like sunflower or daisy flowers, but they're hazelnut. And I thought, well, that might be interesting to throw in. Okay. So those aren't really staying folded as well. I think the bigger the bigger meats work a little bit better. But that's pretty good for now. We'll leave that be. Okay. Next thing I'm going to show you, this is our decorative food cutter. And I have some strawberries here that I rinsed off. And I'm just going to lift these leaves up here. This is the coated knife, the Santuco knife that's got the little grooves so stuff don't stick to it as well. I'm just going to cut that straight. And actually strawberries aren't seasonal right now, but I thought they would look cute on here. And I meant to get some kiwi because I thought the pop of green would look good. I guess I didn't get that when I put my grocery order in. But this time of year, that would look really good. Oh yeah, those look good. We can cut that off. All right. So this is what our nuts are looking like now. They're all nice and sandy and coated. And we are just going to get this out of the way. I have the, I think this is the 13 by 9, comes with the modular pans, has the 2 small ones, with a piece of parchment here. We're going to scoop these up and put them on here to just let them harden and dry. And this mixture does harden on the pan if you leave it for very long. So a lot of times, if we're not going to wash it right away because maybe we think we're going to do another batch or something, I will at least unplug it, take it over here to the sink, and rinse this off. We've got pecans stuck under here. We'll get him out in a minute. So that's why you want to go ahead and get these off and let them cool in something separate. All right, that's done there. So the decorative food cutter, I've used it for little potatoes. I've used it for deviled eggs. It has a piece here in the bottom, this green piece, that will help. You can push it up or you can pull it down, and it adjusts where whatever it is sits. The first time I put an egg in here, it cut it at the top, so it's smaller at the top. It wasn't halfway in the middle like I wanted it. So let me see if this is about where I want this to be here. And all we're going to do is just turn this and then turn it back. And then so you don't have your fingers in the middle of that, you push it up and you have a little flower. So I'm going to do this with a couple more. It's kind of big. But your blades, I'm going to just turn it upside down. I'm going to show you without anything in it. Your blades actually come together like this to make that flower shape. So you could do this if you had, let's turn it the other way. The little mini potatoes to roast them. You could do it with the boiled eggs. That's what I was actually thinking I would do kiwi with too. I thought that would look pretty. Keep on turning it all this way. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do these last two just to have that done and out of the way. This is why I say I love all my gadgets, because if I didn't have the different things that did the different ways, then everything would just look cut straight and the same, which is fine, but I think it's nicer to look prettier. So at this point, I'm not gonna do this today, but you could take cream cheese, mix it with a little powdered sugar and a little milk, and put it in your easy accent decorator and pipe this in here and have little strawberry cheesecake bites, or deviled strawberries, I think they call them. Set that aside. But today I'm just going to leave them sitting on there as they are. And we're going to move on to cheese. I've got one thing I wanted to show. I've got some cream cheese here. I've been softening. And all I'm going to do with this is just open it up. I'm going to cut it in half, I believe. No. Yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself trying to figure out exactly how I want to decorate this. But I do have a method to my madness here. I got strawberry on here, but that'll be okay. I'm just going to push this in here and kind of mash it flat. Because, I think I left my napkins there. I'm going to use some of our raspberry habanero. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on there. I might have to get a spoon. Now I will say the raspberry habanero does have a little bit of a kick. I'm just going to use the opposite end of this. It's been in the fridge, guys, because I've used it before. I tried to shake it up a little before we got started. I'll work on that a little bit more in a little bit. This one is a spicy pineapple rum. That one's coming out better. I think that one almost gelled like a jelly would. Now both of these do have a little bit of kick, but they're not terrible. You could probably handle it unless you really don't like spicy at all. Then you wouldn't want to. I'm going to wipe this off here, because when it comes to the fruit, it's going to show you the citrus peeler. This is a very cheap, inexpensive little thing, and it just goes right through the peels of citrus. I usually do it twice. These are little mandarin oranges, which are easy peel anyway. I just wanted to save my fingernails not having to dig them into it to... So if you want to save your manicure, ladies, this is what you need. All right. So we're just going to segment some of these. They pretty much are already like they are. That's self-explanatory. And I've got a couple of these set out here. I'll do one more just to show you. The navel oranges, I usually put it wherever the little hole is, but these I just do on the top so not to get in that stem end. And then we're going to move on from this. So I can do cheeses. But with it being fall, I thought the orange would look really good. You can use whatever fruits, dried fruits. I do have some of them here. Anything you like. Okay. So we are going to move on. I've got some sharp cheddar cheese here. And I always buy my cheese in these bags like this. And then I just cut it down into however I need it to be. This is our crinkle cutter. Now I have the older one. I've had it a long time. But the newer one is rounded, so when you use it, you rock it. I just usually go down and then just sort of push it off to the side. And it makes these nice crinkledy edges. Now the one thing, I did not purchase the charcuterie accessories. That is a separate purchase, and it comes with 2 little round bowls. It comes with the little pick things that stick into different cheeses so you can tell people what they have. I don't know if there's a cheese knife included in that or not. We had a cheese knife a long time ago, and I've got the older one over here, but they did away with it, and we didn't have one. Then they brought it back the other year. So it very well may be in the accessory pack. But I'm not sure if it's still in the catalog or not. When they came out with the new catalog, they changed up so much stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of our cheddar here. And I really got an assortment of stuff here, so I'm gonna save that for later. I've got some Crimson Cranberry White Stilton cheese. I think that is probably, White Stilton I believe is a blue cheese. Can you open that for me, babe? And I also have, this was interesting to me, Purple Moon Cheddar soaked in Petite Syrah. I don't know what that is, but it sounded interesting. I'll let you open that one while I'm doing this one. Cranberry I got because of the different colors in it also. So I'm thinking that's going to have a little bit more of a sharp, pungent flavor because of the cranberry. This is the one I'm just not sure if it's mild, if it's sharp. We're going to give it a see. Let's see here. And I'm probably going to take that tray back out because I'm not going to have room for my crackers and all my other stuff if I don't. So we'll have to set that to the side. Have some brie cheese. I think I have way more cheese actually than I do. I'm going to hold on off on the brie because we got the cream cheese, and this is a soft cheese just like that is. This is just Monterey pepper jack cheese. You can find this in any grocery store, but seriously guys, they have gotten a lot better with the cheeses in the grocery stores. I'm just cutting this one with a knife. And I do have one more thing that I didn't get out. I was just thinking I have way more cheese than I do meat. I bought something, it said it was sopressata, and I think it's got like cream cheese or something mixed in with it. Those I won't have to do anything to, but just seek them out. Okay. Ah. No. They look like little pinwheels. Set that off to the side. Yes. Can you see if you can open these for me? So I am going to, I have some dried apricots and some tropical pineapple here. I'm just going to nestle in and around stuff. I'm going to put the pineapple. These are dried pineapples. I love these things. They're like candy to me. And add in some extra cheddar. We like our cheddar. I think the little mozzarella balls would be good. So these are the little sopressata wrapped mozzarella cheese. I thought that was cream cheese. I'm going to set these here in between this. I'm not exactly sure what sopressata is. I think it's somewhere in between the lines of salami and ham. Alrighty. And I've got some grapes here. Gonna throw a few of those around to make it look pretty. And then we're gonna move on to our crackers. Here I have, these are everything Ritz. I'm gonna make a mess now, because I know I'm in the home stretch finishing up. Here were the hazelnut cookies I was telling you about. I'll put these in between here. And these are pretzel sea salt crackers. lay these, I think, around here. I have mini brioche toast. Ooh. Slide those on down. That'll be good for now. We can get back out if we need more. And I may very well have to leave my strawberries and my little mandarins right there on my cutting board. These are rosemary Italian breadsticks. And I purposefully left this empty right here. I'm just going to set some of these along there. So we're going to move the grapes there. All right. I think that looks pretty good, guys. So this is how you do charcuterie. And like I said, you don't have to limit it to the meats and cheeses. This is the more well-known one, but you could do this with other things also. Oh, our nuts. I think I'm gonna put them in the 1 cup prep bowl and just sit them beside it. This is the 1 cup prep bowl. It comes with a little lid. So if you would hit these in here. Which this would actually make a great gift for Christmas too. Pop a bow on it. There you go. Leave that sitting there. I'll put that right there. Okay guys, charcuterie.